Welcome to the final core competency from ICF, Managing Progress and Accountability, number 11. I'm really excited. I've got Peter Redding coming to us from Florida in the USA today. And Peter has been very involved in this. He's a great guy, has a lot of information, a perfect kind of counterpoint to Janet, who started out this series in number 1. Now we've got Peter for number 11. Peter, can you start out by telling us a little bit about how you define managing accountability and progress, and also, a little bit about what might be changing or what might be another layer on top of that?
Well, the whole purpose of coaching is to support the client to move forward. I mean, that's almost the first definition of coaching, and so. As you say, the last competency in the series is, are they making progress? Are they making forward movement? And so checking on their progress, acknowledging their progress, celebrating their progress, asking them about their progress, and also their sense of accountability makes sense as a professional coach so that we can, in fact, both reconfirm for ourselves the coaching side of it, but even more importantly, have the client understand and, oh, wow, I really am making forward progress. I am accountable for what I said I was going to do. So it makes perfect sense.
Maybe you could, now might be a good time to pull in what we talked about a little bit in the pre-interview, that a couple years back they introduced some related items here in terms of the PCC markers.
Basically, the PCC markers came out, I'll say, circa 2015. And the desire there was to create the behaviors based on the competencies, all 11 of them. And so that the PCC assessor, those that listen to coaching sessions, can say, does this particular coach have the competencies, the behaviors of a PCC level coach, right? And to have that commonality really worldwide. As a result of that, the morphing of the profession, because those were created, in 1999, I think that we did that. And so here we are 19 years later saying, what have we learned about coaching? What makes coaching powerful? And as it relates to accountability in particular, the emphasis is shifted a little bit away from the coach holding the client accountable, and rather, how do we support the client to become self-accountable? What kind of measures do they have in place? What do they do or need to do that can ensure them to follow through on what they want to commit to?
It's kind of it's a little more of a teaching model almost, or maybe not teaching, but getting them in good habits of being able to hold themselves accountable. Is that right?
I think that's a good way to say it, Brighton. Yeah, the sense of having them create that habit if they don't already have it in place, and also a sense of self-development is a piece of that as well.
So as a mentor coach, when you're watching someone who really is an expert at this, what does that look like in the coaching session? What are you seeing?
Well, it's flawless. It's fluid. It's unique to that coach. It's not a cookie cutter. Okay, so let me just. Oh, I forgot to ask this question. The more masterful coach is going to be asking, in the flow of the subject matter that the client is talking about that particular day. So how might you ensure that these commitments that you've just gone through, A, B, and C, will actually get done? Okay, that's asking about accountability without using the word accountability. And it's, again, reminding the client of, oh yeah, I need to put this on my to-do list. I need to tell my wife, because then I'll for sure get it done. I'll tell my 13-year-old because they're certain to remind me, this. So there's that sense of customization that the more masterful coach, like the MCC level coach, might be a practice at and comfortable with, whereas I'm not going to call it a bad coach. We don't really have bad coaches, but a less experienced coach. Let's call it an ACC. ACC is going to say, okay, so wait a minute. Let me look at my list here. Oh, yeah. What accountability factors do you want to put in place and so it sounds forced. It sounds like a checklist kind of a thing. And the PCC is, again, kind of somewhere in between that. Is they're comfortable with asking the question. They understand the importance of it so that the client can take greater ownership of it. And it might sound like, so you've committed to do 2 or 3 things here, George. Is there anything that you need to put in place, a support structure, an accountability? They kind of lump a couple of things together, perhaps, and then allow George to answer, yeah. I have 2 regular ones, but the one in terms of asking me in the moment, the third one kind of comes to mind. Right. What would that be? That's kind of the flow of it.
Yeah, I can see that, and I can see that flow being key there, and really what the client's taking away. In the end, they're taking away, either way, they're taking away what they want. They want that accountability. It's just a question of how masterful are you at creating the accountability.
Yes, that's true. And the other factor to this is that the maturity of the actual coaching engagement between coach and client has something to play in this, because a master coach will often be coaching a client for a year or 2 years. And so it's kind of like, I will say an old married couple. They kind of know what the way they process, the way they do things, the things that have worked for them in the past. So the master coach might almost say, so you've got your accountability structures in place. Anything you want to add to it, or you're good to go? Done. Because they have a third level of understanding of each other and how they process, how they move forward. And so it's like the old guy that's doing the plate on a stick. It's like it's already spinning for a year, and you don't need to do a whole lot more than just boop, a light touch.
Well, thank you. So this is what I was hoping to get today. But you are a mentor coach, so folks can reach out to you for mentoring. So why don't you let folks know how they can get in touch with you?
The best way to get a hold of me is through our Coach for Life website, coachforlife.com. And it's COACHFORLIFE.com. And if they want to get a hold of me through email, it would be peter@coachforlife.com.
Thank you so much, Peter. And thank you for wrapping up the series. Thank you to all of you who've been watching. If you haven't seen the whole series, I'm going to have you go down here to watch the entire playlist from 1 to 11. You can catch them all. Otherwise, if you're a coach and you're looking for help with video, that's what I do. You can go ahead and click the subscribe button up here. That will just help you get more videos from my channel, helping coaches use video to spread your message. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.